This is the video about the top 10 things that I did not like about Paris, France. You know what I mean? It's nothing against Paris, France. I really actually had a really enjoyable experience. I would definitely go back there again. It's very awesome. I'm not going to downplay it, but I would like to go back there definitely again. Definitely gonna experience that great experience, but it's not gonna be the same experience because I'm gonna know where a lot of things are, and it's not gonna hit me like a brick, like saying, "Oh, that's all confusing." But here are my top 10 things that I kind of didn't really like about Paris, France. And the top one that I have to say is that it's not very clean. It's not a very clean city, and it's not really the Paris, like the people's fault. It's just that there's a lot of people just randomly sleeping everywhere. There's a tent city, I think, near Juarez area, the Juarez area street. Like at the end of that subway system that I went there, it's like literally tents that's set up right next to the canal. And there's just sleeping there. There are random homeless people sleeping on the subway. There's like just sleeping there. It's like middle of the day, around like maybe 2 p.m. French time, and there's people just sleeping everywhere randomly in the subway, on the seats, and it's just, I don't know. There's graffiti all over the place too, which doesn't give it a very good look. Number two, and you know what I mean, I could see why there's a lot of homeless people because it's very pricey. That's what I don't like about it. I guess you don't like the word pricey. Say spendy, very expensive. It's like a lot of things to stay there. It's very, very pricey and spendy. Like I don't know how to explain it, but even the hostel I stayed at, it was during the weekend, maybe that's the reason why, but it was like 25 euros or something, which comes out to like, what, $30? A little bit over $30 US dollars just to stay a night, just for a bed. It's kind of a bit ridiculous. I'd probably get maybe if I went to just a really crappy hostel, maybe it would be cheaper, but yeah. Even the food, some of the food, so the 12 oysters that I ordered from that oyster place, it was very delicious, by the way. I'll pay for it again, but still, it was $44 for 12 oysters and some bread. That's kind of pricey, but still delicious. But yeah, even some of the crepes that you order near some of the sites, like say I was at the Eiffel Tower, I just got really hungry. I ordered a Nutella crepe. It was like €4, which is like $6 or $7, which is less in US dollars, and that's kind of pricey. You know what I'm saying? It kind of doesn't make any sense how expensive some of that stuff is. The third thing I did not like. There's a lot of strikes in France. They just, like, I went to the Eiffel Tower. They strike the day I was there. I waited like an hour there, and they were on strike, so I was kind of like a waste of time. So I went there the next day, but I didn't actually. To be fair, I went to the train station to take my train ride to Berlin the next day, and guess what? The train station was on strike. Not good. And that'll probably bring up one of the other things I don't like. But yeah, they were on strike a lot. They were on strike at the Eiffel Tower. And sometimes they'll go strike on the airplanes too, the airport. So you could miss certain things just because of that, and it's very inconvenient. And I'm not going to be mad about the workers because they're fighting for what they believe is right. So I'll support them in their right. But still, don't like how there's so many strikes. It doesn't help you when you have things that you want to do. You know what I mean? It doesn't fall in line. Yeah, the fourth thing I don't like is there are a lot of scammers. And scammers and pickpocketers. Let's go with that. 4 and 4. Scammers and pickpocketers. So people trying to steal and rip you off. So these random people, they're just saying, they're holding clipboards, like they want to make you sign things and ask you for money. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? You know what I mean? They're trying to cheat people for money. They're trying to trick you into taking money from you. I don't like that. It's not very honest. It's not very good. I'm not a fan of any of that, and I'm gonna have to say that it's just not right to these guys. Just, you know what I mean? But I guess I'd rather just deal with scammers and pickpocketers than actual murderers, I guess, and assaulters. So I'm glad about that. That's not so bad. The fifth thing I don't like is how long the lines are for all the popular stuff. Like, I wanted to go to the Eiffel Tower. The line was just insanely long. There was a really long line for the Eiffel Tower. There was a long line for the Louvre. There was a long line for the catacombs. Like, a very long line. Just silly. I don't want to wait long lines for everything. You know what I mean? It's just, I just hate lines. I don't like it. Yeah. Okay, sixth thing that I don't like is a lot of the food that I tend to like to eat and stuff like that is saltier. It's a little saltier than I imagined. The pho I had, the Vietnamese pho, very salty, way saltier than American pho, definitely, hands down. Like, I got really thirsty just drinking the soup and eating some of their food. It's a little saltier than I'm used to. And, you know what I mean, it's still delicious, the pho there. You know what I mean, it's different, but you know what, I could use a little less, maybe MSG or fish sauce. I don't know what they add to it, but it's very salty. Number 7, I don't really like is how the weather just changes like that on a dime. It can be really, really hot and really, really cold, and it starts raining. You know what I mean? What kind of weather is this? It's like, this is not helpful. You know what I mean? In preparing for the entire day, like, I think all of Europe is almost like this, but Paris, France, like, I remember I was just out there in my shorts and shirt, and then it starts raining. It's like, man, it's totally unexpected. Was not expecting it to rain. But, you know what I mean? I gotta say, the weather, I guess, can't really blame Paris, France. You gotta blame, what, Mother Nature for that? But still, that's one of the things I didn't like about it. Number 8 thing, I like how some of the good restaurants, they close early. They close. So you can really go to a really nice restaurant, and all of a sudden, like, it was 2:30, they close. Like, oh, you didn't make it in time. Or you go to another restaurant, and it's like 8 p.m., and they closed. Like, what? Like, what kind of restaurants close at, like, what? Maybe 8 or 9 p.m.? Like, that's kind of early. But in Paris, France, that's normal. They close. You know what I mean? I went to a pearl shop place because I wanted some pearl drinks to drink, like boba. They were closed. That's not very convenient if you're, like, really hungry. And this is not like any random. This is like a Friday and a Saturday. It closed, like, early. The 9th thing I didn't like is, like I said, it falls in line with how the subway systems, you know what I mean, everything is not convenient, and how it can, and the strikes. But I would say the trains can cancel at any time. Like in the morning that I was coming back to America, they closed down the route from one area, like the subway system that they normally have, and I almost missed my flight back to America because I couldn't read the French. So I asked a French person, hey, what is that sign that reads right there? And he was asking where I want to go. I want to go to the airport. So, oh, you want to go to the airport? You got to go to this other train station port. And I was just really glad how nice and kind these French people are. They're willing to help you. And the fact that they helped me out and I didn't miss my flight, it's very nice. But I'm just saying that I didn't like how the train stations, you know what I mean, they don't give you a head schedule when they might cancel. They just cancel out of the blue. Maybe it was in the newspaper. Maybe it was on the news, on TV. I don't know. But they didn't let anyone know, or they have any signs that they're going to cancel at a certain point. Didn't like that. And top 10 thing that I did not like is the fact, it's probably more my fault than anything else, but the fact that you can't maximize your experience in France without knowing some French. Like, you have to know how to pretty much interact with the French people to really maximize your experience, how to talk about the food and where to go and how to do things and how to get from one area to another without knowing just the French language. Like, I guess it would be really nice to just talk to French women about, you know, pretty much what they like to talk about, their art and their life and pretty much what they're going to do. You can't really maximize your experience without knowing the language. And I really wish that I could have just really learned a lot of French and just enjoyed my experience. But those are my top 10 things that I didn't really like about Paris, France. And Yeah, I know the number 10 thing was really more on me, but still. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. And hope you enjoy that. And if you haven't had a chance to, go ahead and subscribe, smash that like button. And if you want to see my top 10 things that I did like about Paris, France, go ahead and click on, the video. I think I'm going to have it pretty much somewhere around here where you can just click on it and then go directly to it and enjoy. And hopefully you can leave a nice comment or a question, and I'll happily answer it for you.